Hello everyone, in this video we will learn about how to find the square root of a given number. So let's start it. Square root of a number, we have two basic methods. Okay, two basic method. Number one is repeated subtraction and number two is prime factorization. Let us first discuss this first method, that is repeated subtraction. Okay, so suppose we are given a number 49 and we have to find the square root of 49. So our question is find square root of 49. This symbol over here, this is called root. Okay, this symbol is called root. Okay, so suppose we have to find the square root of 49. So in repeated subtraction method, what we will do, we will start with 49. Okay, and we'll successively subtract the odd numbers. Okay, so from 49, what is our first odd number? 1. So we'll subtract 1 from 49. We get 48. Then from 48, we'll subtract the next odd number. This odd number comes after 1 is 3. So 48 minus 3 is 45. Then from 45 also we'll subtract the successive odd number. The odd number comes after 3 is 5. So 45 minus 5 is 40. Okay, we'll continue this till we get 0. Okay, the next 40 minus, it will be 7. 40 minus 7 is 33. Then 33 minus 9, it will be 24. Then 24 minus 11, that will be 13. Then 13 minus, after 11 the odd number is 13, no? So 13 minus 13 is 0. So in this step we have got 0. Now after this successive subtraction of the odd numbers, that 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and 13, we will count in how many steps we have obtained this 0. We can count that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. That means in 7 steps we have got this 0. Okay, so we can say that root 49, that means square root of 49 is equal to 7. That means if you are given any number, to find the square root by using this repeated subtraction method, you start with the number and keep subtracting successive odd numbers and continue till you get 0. And after that, once you get 0, you count in how many steps you have got this 0. That many steps will be your answer. In this case, we have got 0 in 7 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 will be the root of 49. Okay, so I hope you have understood this method. Now let's come to our next method, that is prime factorization method. What is done? So if you are given a number, we first find the prime factors of that number. Suppose we are given a number 11025. Suppose this is a square number and we have to find the square root of it. So by prime factorization, how we will do it? Now what we have to do, we have to find the prime factors of 11025. So we'll write 11025 over here and we'll start prime factorizing. So we can see that since we have to take the smallest prime number possible, okay, since 2 and 3, will it work? 5 plus 2, 7, 8, 9. 3 will work, but clearly it is divisible by 5, so we can take 5 also for our convenience. So we'll take 5. 5 2s are 10, 1, 5 2s are 10 also, 0, 5 5s are 25. Again it is divisible by 5, we can take 5 again. 5 4s are 20, 2 5 4s are 20, 5 1 is 5. Now this number is divisible by 3. Okay, how? 4 plus 4, 8 plus 1, 9. 9 is divisible by 3, so we'll take 3. 3 1 is 4, then 1, 3, 4 is 12, 2, 3 7 is 21. Again 147 is divisible by 3, we take 3, 3, 4 is 12, 2, 3 9 is 27, then 49, it will be 7 times 7. So the prime factors of 11025 are, what we can write, 11025 is equal to 5 into 5 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. That is 5 into 5, there is 5 square, into 3 into 3 is 3 square, into 7 will be 7 square. So root over 11025 will be 5 into 3 into 7. We'll ignore the squares. Okay, 5 into 3 into 7, and 5 times 3 is 15, 15 7 is 105. So 105 will be our square root of this number. Okay, so this is our prime factorization method, where we first take the number, we prime factorize it. Once we get the prime factors, we write it in this form. Okay, then 5 into 5 means 5 square, 3 into 3 means 3 square, or 7 into 7 means 7 square. Okay, then we just take the root as 5 into 3 into 7. Or to save time, you can just directly calculate it from here also. This 2 5 making one pair, 3 and 3 making one pair, and 7 making one pair. So you can just take 5 into 3 into 7. In that way also you can directly calculate. Okay, so I hope this method of prime factorization is clear to you. One question. Okay, the question is, find the smallest whole number by which 252 must be multiplied so as to get a perfect square number, and also find the square root of the square number so obtained. The first part of the question is that there's a number 252. Okay, and there's some whole number that by which we should multiply 252. That means 252 should be multiplied with something to get a square number. Clearly 252 is not a square number. We have to make it a square number by multiplying it with some whole number. Okay, so in that case, how to do it? Let's see. Okay, so here our first step will be to prime factorize 252. Okay, so we'll prime factorize 252. 2 times 1, 2 times 2 4, 2 6. Okay, 2 6 3 3 21 3 into 7. So this is our prime factorization. We can write 252 as 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. Okay, since we can see that 252 is the product of a pair of 2, a pair of 3 and 7. Clearly if we make it like into 7, if we have one more 7 over here, this would have been a square number, because the prime factorization of a square number, we always have these prime numbers in pairs. Okay, so if we multiply one more 7 here, okay, we will get a square number or not, isn't it? That means 252 into 7, which is 1764. 1764 is a square number. Okay, so this is a square number, and what is the number in our answer? By which whole number we should multiply 252? The answer is 7. We should multiply 252 with 7 to get a whole number. Okay, so now clearly we can write that 1764 is equal to this part multiplied with 7, because this part is nothing but 252. So 252 into 7. So 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. Okay. So what was the second part of our question? Also find the square root of the square numbers obtained. The square number we have obtained is this 1764, and its square root will be what? 2 square into 3 square into 7 square. Therefore square root of 1764 is 2 into 3 into 7. 2 3 is 6, 6 7 is 42. So the required square root is 42. So what we have done in this question, we have to find the smallest whole number by which 252 should be multiplied to make it a square number. So we have done prime factorization of 252, and of all the pairs we'll see which one is not in pair. We have seen that 7 is not in pair, so we have to multiply with 7 to get it a square number. So 7 will be our answer to the first question, that we should multiply 252 with 7. Okay, then after multiplying with 7, the number we have got is a square number. Then that square number is already in prime factorized form. We don't have to do it again, it is already there, just have to make it one more 7. Okay, then from there also we can easily calculate the square root by prime factorization method. It will be 2 into 3 into 7. Okay, I hope you have understood this question. If you have still doubt, you can rewind the video and watch it again. Another question. This question is same as previous only, but here we have case of division. Okay, find the smallest whole number by which 396 should be divided. Okay, in earlier case it was multiplied, now it is divided so as to get a perfect square. Okay, so what is our first step? Here we have to find the prime factors of 396, which we will do. 396 will divide by 2 to get 198. 198 will divide by 2 to get 99, 333 and 311. Okay, so we have got our prime factors. That 396 is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 11. Now clearly in our earlier case, what we have done, we have made pairs of the numbers. Okay, we have ensured that there are pairs. Okay, the 2 into 2, 3 into 3, and in this case also we will ensure that we should have pairs of numbers, but this time we have to divide. Okay, that means we have to remove this 11. If we remove this 11, what we can see that we have pairs of numbers or not, 2 into 2 and 3 into 3. That means we have to remove this 11. That means remove means we have to divide this number by 11. If we just divide this number by 11, okay, 11 will cancel out. What will remain? 2 into 2, 3 into 3, which is a square number. So here the number which is alone, the lonely, will remove this number. So here the number to be divided is 11. Okay, therefore the second part of the question, also find the square root of the square numbers obtained. Now what is the square number we get after dividing with 11? The square number is 2 into 2 and 3 into 3. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3, which is 4 9s are 36. Okay, so therefore square root of 36, we also have to find the square root of the square numbers obtained. So 36 is the square number we obtained, and root of 36 we all know it is 6. Okay, in earlier cases, the cases of multiplication, we have done multiplication to make pairs, and in this case we have divided or removed to make pairs of numbers so as to get a square number. Okay, So I hope you have understood the concept that we have discussed in this video. So if you have any doubt, you can watch this video again, or you may ask me also. Okay, thank you.